Well, Sashi Brown is out and Hue Jackson remains in with the Cleveland Browns. When I heard that news, all I could think of is when I go to a pool hall, I want Hue Jackson next to me because he is the best hustler this side of Minnesota Fats or Fast Eddie Felson. Think about what Hue Jackson pulled off. He won a power struggle with the guy supposedly above him, and he did so with a 1-27 record as head coach of the Cleveland Browns. I would say it's unbelievable, but it's not because it's Cleveland, therefore it's OIC. Only in Cleveland does a 1-27 head coach win any power struggle, let alone a power struggle with a guy in the front office. Now, Sashi Brown, he has his defenders, he has his critics. I'm really not going either way on Sashi Brown because I think we're not going to know his true impact with this franchise until years from now when we see if the draft picks turn out, if they turn into anything, the current ones and the ones that are to be drafted. But I get both sides. I get the criticism of Brown. I get the applause for Brown. But what's amazing about all this is that Hue Jackson remains the head coach of the Browns after Brown got booted, at least through 2018, if you believe Jimmy Haslam, and I know that's hard to do. But Hue Jackson certainly has not shown much that indicates that head coaching is his forte, and yet he's still here. I mean, 1-27 should be enough to get a lot of guys booted, and a case can be made, a strong case can be made, that he should win some games, even though he has claimed he doesn't have the groceries, that they weren't provided for him by Brown. And I also think this, you don't need a degree from the Sherlock Holmes school to deduce or induce that the whole McCarron situation was an end around executed by Hue Jackson around Sashi Brown, probably connecting with his friend Marvin Lewis, and Lewis hooks him up with the front office, and Jackson tries to execute that trade, at which point, at the very end, either Sashi Brown nixes it or they somehow make an accidental paperwork mistake. But it was an incredibly bold move by Hue Jackson. My opinion, I don't have any source on that, but unbelievable that a coach would do that in an effort to acquire a player.